and you were baptized and whatever magical, mystical thing happened that made you believe in God so fervently. My belief is you're just going the opposite direction of where you were, and that's why you believe in religion all of a sudden. And it is religion; it's not God. I know it's a semantics discussion. I would say to all of you, there are a lot more people like me, and you should try to take it a little, especially those with time. I've seen people with time just be downright vicious when it comes to a God discussion. Vicious. And it would turn me off if I was a newcomer.
Well, they're closed-minded.
Well, everybody in the program generally is.
Yeah,
I mean, I talk in generalizations. If we talk in our group,
right.
Yeah,
but
everybody's a human being. But in general, human beings in general,
right,
we're closed-minded. My way is right. We're Americans. We're all self-centric.
Yeah, but I've learned to be different than that. Just because it works for me, it may not work for you, and I'm okay with that.
All right.
That's why I can't deal with all this government and political stuff, because it's all them cramming their ideas down your throat. And I have different ideas. I have liberal ideas, conservative ideas, progressive ideas.
Right. If there was any, the one thing I agree with on AA is not getting involved politically, because.
Right. Exactly.
But we got involved with religion, which is the. I always think that the topics you can't have in an open discussion, right? Religion, politics.
Religion and politics.
They took half of them at least and put it in AA.
Right. It pays me. So, I don't know. I hope we help some people today.
All right. We'll wrap this whole thing. We're going to land the jet now. Okay. So for all of you listening, let's start. Who are we talking to? New people. You're going to be the one. I don't think anybody after. If you got more than 5. Hi.
I'm back.
Ian's back. That's what the noise is. Ian, my comment is this. If you got more than 5 years, you've got some kind of working principle in place for 2 and 3. At least after 5 years. You've got something, because generally it's a 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha. Everybody burns up to about 3, and that's usually where the cut line is in the first 6 months. My opinion, if we're talking in generalities. So 2 usually is within the first 90 days. So at 5 years, if you have more than 5 years and you're still struggling with step 2, you really have problems. Send an email to Ian and he will help you.
Second step.
Yeah, right. Or just do the second step. But you've got to have a working idea. Either you're your higher power or you've got something that is your higher power. Whatever it is. And by the way, I absolutely believe that you can make yourself your higher power and on just mean, angry spite get a lot of time. Seen it a million times, including myself, firsthand.
This too shall pass.
This too shall pass. I have good days and bad days. But I've seen, you and I both know that there are old timers that are just around to be sober, just so they can just be mean and sober. I don't know what else to say about them. That's like what their focus is.
We got a few.
Okay.
Enough to be there.
So we will address the newer people who are rapidly approaching step 2. I think from a semantical point of view, if I was just having a rational conversation, for the purposes of making the steps work, I don't even care if you believe in a light bulb. Just make that not you. It's that light bulb's fault. So is that what we're saying ultimately with this episode? Just anything, right, that isn't you. And that is the cause and effect of all things. That's really all I have to do, is turn cause and effect over to an undefined entity. How's that?
Okay, I like that.
At least at this point in my recovery, if I'm brand new. Hey, that bush in the backyard is the reason why bad shit's happening to me. Okay, it's not you. Good. Does that work?
Yes.
Something wonderful happened today. I got to check. It was because of the bush. Now, at some point, it's going to be a little ridiculous, and you will probably change your definitions.
Yes.
Maybe you'll get some level of spiritualism. Maybe you'll go the science route like me and believe in string theory and the very real possibility that we are just an elaborate experiment in a petri dish. Very possible.
That's the 12 strands?
The what?
The 12 strands?
The 12 strands. It's not bad.
I don't know. Somebody told me about the 12 strands, and then they became an alien.
Wow, I don't. Yeah. Again, hey, I don't know.
Whatever.
The fact that we need to define our existence of spirituality instead of I'm just a good person. I'm just a good person because I want to be a good person because good things will happen to me. Right. Why do I need to say the word God? Why do I have to have any concept of God?
Yeah, well, I guess the message could also be your belief system.
I knew that this particular episode was going to go off the rails because of my own personal beliefs.
Right.
See, the 90 pent-up angry guys who've listened to this that are big Ian fans and hate me. Sorry.
No, it's not. I mean, you bring a different point of view, and that's good. I mean, it might not. You bring a message. It might not be.
And my message is this: if you go down the route of I just believe in doing right and wrong, and I live by a morality code.
Yeah, that's a belief.
Some of you need to. Yeah, right. It really is. Right. I really don't. I got a problem. I got a real problem with. I don't believe in greater. It's a thing. It really is a thing. It really. And those 90 guys that are listening, angry, frustrated, jacking off to internet porn guys that are listening, that believe in God and Jesus Christ, that hate me. Wait, can I dig any deeper a ditch for myself? That particular group, you're gonna relapse. The people that are that angry, my experience is you're gonna relapse. Anger is the only thing that destroys a perfectly decent program.
Don't let them be right, folks.
You being mad at me over a stupid step 2, you're a day closer to your relapse. Anybody listening, I'm being perfectly honest. It's my opinion. Let it go. And I realize that this is the massive reason why I don't go to 12-step meetings anymore. Because it became more about personalities before principles. Right? It became about you guys are just here to make yourselves feel good and there's nobody around us. I mean, it's like you'll only put in because of political it's such the one topic we don't talk about, political. This is one of those key elements to the weird political environment that is AA and the peer pressure, and God is at the center of that. And that's one of the reasons why I hate the program so much. Sorry for anybody who listens. If you made it a whole hour, you made another hour sober.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody used while they listened to this. I'm quite positive.
Maybe one.
No, I doubt it. I think it's compelling. I think this is a polarizing topic, and people are afraid to talk about it openly at a meeting. Because if I talk like this at a meeting, you and I both know that I wouldn't be able to. I'd physically have to kill people at the break. Kill them.
Tagged again.
Right. Ever again. You're that guy. You're the guy. You're that guy. And I have been that guy. And here's the thing. The only way to get around being the guy is to get a lot of time, and then there's nothing they can do about it.
Right.
And let me tell you, it takes, based on my math, about 20 years before anybody will actually go, and they'll still knock you down. That's the part that kills me at this point. I still get knocked down. Yeah, well,
By guys with 30 years or 30 days?
Right, by guys with 30 years.
Okay.
People with time, like my core.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you do. You have 22 years and you never went back out, but you don't really go to meetings, therefore you're not really sober. You took a Vicodin per pain. You're not really sober.
Yeah, well, my higher power doesn't want me to be in pain. I know that.
I'm telling you that even if I was drinking, using every day, and still living the life that I'm currently living, I would say that I'm really fucking successful. Okay? Yeah. And I would still say it's because I operate on the principles of the 12 steps. I can apply that pretty simplistically and understand that being a good person and being a bad person is all that is step 2 about being good or bad. I mean, maybe that's my point.
Well, I don't know. I knew the difference between right and wrong. There just came a point in my life where I didn't give a shit anymore. And
Well, that's okay. So now we're back to,
hey, I do.
is this just about stopping being me centric? Is step 2 really secretly just stop me from obsessing about me and what I want to do? Like, because we're addicts, because we have a biological predisposition, God didn't make me use. I'm biologically this way. Like, I am an obsessive compulsive. You put me on, it's like Tourette's. If
Right.
cocaine is great, a lot of cocaine is great. If drinking is good, a lot of drinking really fast is good. It's like getting a song stuck in my head. I realize what caused me biologically to do it. Isn't this all just creating a set of guidelines and conditioning? This is a really high-minded. This is for the 10 girls again. The other 90 of you, take a break and go right to your sponsor or send them a text.
Yeah, let Lee be alone with the girls.
Yeah. Okay, girls, listen. I would really like to believe this. I just know that most everybody who listens to this, and in the groups and in the forums and your friends and or my friends that listen to this show, you're going to fucking hate me more. You just are. You just, like, it's such a bad topic. It's such a bad topic. When in fact, step 2 is just trying ultimately to give me a set of guidelines to understand the difference between right and wrong. And actually not being a sociopath about it. Because truthfully, we do shit to ourselves. This is ultimately about, I kept doing it till the morality of the situation caught up to me. Right? That's ultimately the only reason you stopped. The morality of the situation caused you to stop drinking and using. Or you'd still be doing it, right? Tell me I'm wrong on this one, Ian.
Well, I'm a firm believer that if you do something that hurts, just stop doing it.
So is step 2 creating morality? That there is a definitive, fearful, there is a reason between right and wrong, and it's not random chance. This is where it's agnostic to atheist, by the way.
Right.
This is a much bigger debate, and the book talks about the agnostic, which if you're new and you're reading that will really mess your head up. Agnostic means you believe in God, you just don't have a word for the word God.
Right.
And those of you listening to me right now going, Lee believes in God, he's just not calling it God. No, I don't. Not at all. Like, there's no part of me believes in that. I'm not agnostic.
But you believe in something.
No, I believe in science and math.
Well, that's still something.
Okay, I get that. And that's all you're asking me to do in step 2.
Right.
You want me to have morality.
Maybe step 2 is...
Ooh, it got deep for you there, didn't it, Ian? Huh? You didn't see me going here.
Maybe it's all about accountability.
Is it just simply that? We have to use the word God because that's the most fearful thing we could think of, so that you know that what you're doing in your life from a moral standpoint of fucking people over, getting high without it, right?
Well, I could fuck somebody over without getting high today.
Yeah, you do it without getting caught too. The only person who would know is me.
I probably couldn't do it with a week sober.
Okay. My point is, step 1, you want me to be honest.
Right.
Step 2, you want me to have some kind of morality.
Correct.
The only thing that separates humans from everything else is the quote-unquote ability to have, or a belief in a soul, or in, right? Isn't that their big thing on humans as a mammal? Is our ability to believe that we have, like, a soul or whatever the fuck that craziness is. Like, we have perception. We're not operating strictly on instinct, like most mammals on the planet. Are you with me on this, or have I gone too far down a rabbit hole?
I'm not a big Animal Planet guy, but I get it.
Okay.
I get it.
I'm not talking opposable thumb.
I don't, when a shark rips somebody in half, swims away and says, I really shouldn't have done that.
Right. Until a spaceship flies to the edge of the universe and finds the glass bowl. As it stands right now, we are not a captured environment in a petri dish. We aren't. We're just on some kind of weird timeline, and that's our place in the universe. And it's infinite, and I get it. And it's all based on math, numbers, and science. In no part of it do I believe that there is any way, shape, or form a God. I don't. So the 90 of you that are listening again going, what's wrong with him? This is really my problem with step 2. Really I think this is way more common than people want to care. Like somewhere